Hello everyone. Welcome to the World of Music and Arts YouTube channel, where music breaks the boundaries of distance. My name is Anna Vavilova. I'm Director of World of Music and Arts, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to observe our fourth international Zoom Masterclass. Today we are featuring Canadian pianist Dr. Younggun Kim, who is joining us live from Toronto. To help me host this masterclass, I will be inviting our 5 brave students who will be performing and their maybe nervous teachers, Dr. Melody Chan and Dr. Matthew Lee. We're very excited to have both of them here with us, and Dr. Younggun Kim. By the way, a few words about our artist. Dr. Kim studied in the best, most prestigious schools in Canada and USA. He studied in Glenn Gould Music Academy. He studied in Peabody Institute of Music and Toronto University, where currently he is on the faculty. So he is a professor at Toronto University, and we are so incredibly thankful to have him here and coach our beginner, intermediate, and advanced students. Dr. Kim currently is collaborating and recording, and he is working on Well-Tempered Clavier Book 1, which is already posted on YouTube. I encourage everyone to check out the link that I will post below after this live webinar. So we're incredibly excited about the class, and I hope you learn something together with us from Dr. Kim. And without further ado, I will introduce Dr. Melody for her opening remarks. Take care and have a lot of fun watching the class.
Okay. All right, so good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for taking this time on a Sunday to gather together and make music together. So as you've heard me say in our private lessons, Masterclass is a very unique performing opportunity. It's a hybrid between a live performance plus a lesson. And I know when we're learning piano, it's wonderful. It's a one-on-one experience, but sometimes it's helpful to have that classroom experience where we're able to hear from our friends and colleagues, and we're able to support one another, and we're able to just gather all of these comments. And each of you have done so well this year. I know many of you are gearing towards exams or competitions or really big deadlines. And it's incredible to me that all of you persevered through this crazy time we're going through. So I'm just incredibly proud of every single person who's playing today. And yes, I think I should just kind of let us get into it. So our first performer is going to be Natalie Sue, and she's going to be performing Shooting Stars in the Summer by Akita. Great, so let's please welcome Natalie.
Very nice. Thank you. Overall, I think you did a very beautiful job. How long have you had this piece for?
A while.
A while. I can tell. It's very polished, and it looks like you know your way around this piece. Tell me, what do you have any image or a story or atmosphere that you have in mind when you play this?
I not really.
Not really. I see.
It's difficult to think of like shooting stars.
I think. I see. Shooting stars in summer. I imagine it's in the at night or in the early morning hours, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, it says moderately slow with wonder. I was wondering, are you happy with your tempo?
I think I was a little fast.
I agree. Do you mind playing this again, just the first few bars at your desired tempo, maybe? Whenever you're ready. Very good. I think that makes much more sense. Also, when you play all these things, is there any way you can be more acutely aware of the harmonic changes? So, and what should be, if she doesn't go there, that's a mild surprise, isn't it? So, can all these things surprise or move you? Let all the harmonies have different characters. So we have one, two, three, four, right? Try, try again, just for. Thank you. And then what happens here? After that, we have a clear, quite a pretty harmony. So the composer writes a double line here. Can we have a different atmosphere? Wait a second. What is going on? Let me give me 2 seconds. I think there's something's going on out there. Everything okay?
Okay, maybe we should log them. Maybe we should log.
Yeah, we'll just wait. Okay?
Sorry, there was a technical glitch. I think my Bluetooth just interfered with something else.
Ah,
Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway, so in the yeah, after you do this, can you come in with a different atmosphere? My advice would be put a stress on here rather than you know. Beautiful. I said that was beautiful. Do it again, please. Do you feel like that has to flow that much forward? I think the entire piece is a bit rather in a pensive mood, if anything. if not pensive, it's not very active, is it? So let us move on to the melodic. Actually, can you go from bar 7 and move on to the melody line? Right, I think we can do a better job of setting it up. Poco ritenuto or ritardando e diminuendo. As in the last bar, by the way, I think your ritardando is a bit abrupt. So I want that to be a little more gradual. So something like. So don't do all the ritardando here. Save it for. And by the way, count the 2 beats properly, please. Not. You know what I mean? Once more, please. Right. You play beautifully. I think we can do a little more with the details. Da da dan dan. It goes up and comes down, doesn't it? And we can shape appropriately. I believe. And there comes another shape, right? So can you be much more aware of that shaping, please? It'll be helpful if you can not land. I'll exaggerate. If you don't do that, try again. Much better, much better. Let's do this again. Be much more careful with the left hand as well. Otherwise, it's good. I'm afraid you gotta be. So you have to go up. So this has to have some kind of volume for us to go down. Keep going, that was good. Right, we have a crescendo, and how I like to describe the crescendos is, crescendo means you're probably too loud. Okay? So start much softer, please. That's it. That's it. That's the idea. Now, just a couple more things. At bar 19, can this be, you play this really well. Your rhythm's spot on, but can this be more melodic? Not. But it's all about how you shape it, okay? Just try that. Okay, so you go down and then you go up, right? Acknowledge that shape change, please. And if you have to do a rubato, do a little bit of that there. Better. Something you can think about. At the end of bar, in the middle of bar 23, I wish you'd give us clear break. You don't have to do it again, do it here, but I just want to hear that rest. Lastly, I just wanted to touch upon the last beat, bar 30, or can you go from bar 28? And then really be aware of the shape, and bar 29. Remember that you have a crescendo coming up, so don't start that bar too loud. Can you slow down a little bit and be a little gentler, please?
So sound familiar?
Uh-oh. Don't think we can hear you.
I'm sorry, that's me. That's me. I just muted myself. That's my bad. I still think your bar 28 and 29 sound a bit rushed. So can you just slow down and enjoy what's happening? Sing for us. Much better. Just know that I'm sorry I'm picking on this part. Take much more liberty, please. Much more. I give you license. One last time. Good, that's much more. That's much better. You probably thought you were taking a lot of liberty. You did not. That sounded pretty much in tempo, just not rushed. Always remember that you have more freedom than you think here in this piece. Okay? Always think of singers because they're gonna take a lot of time when they sing. Does it make any sense? Does that make any sense? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Good. You play beautifully, so if you can just think about more freedom and more lyrical approach to this piece, this will be very good. It's already very good, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much both. That was a wonderful performance, Natalie. So
Well done.
proud of you. And thank you for all of the wonderful insights, Dr. Kim. It's very educational for everyone. So our next performer is going to be Jessica Collins. She's going to be performing Etude in C major by Czerny. And yes, I'll just give the time over to Jessica.
Hello.
Whenever you're ready, sweetie. Do you want to put your book on top of the piano, hon? Yeah, you can just leave it on the side. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you in the beginning. All right, you got it to memorize beautifully.
Which one am I supposed to play?
The Etude in C major, remember? Turn me back on. So the one you played for us at the beginning?
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you. Put the music on the stand, please. Now, thank you. I can see that you have very good fingers and obviously very good memory, and your energy is very good. I like how active and energetic that was. What does it say at the beginning?
Where at the beginning?
In bar 1, does it say F or Z or P or D?
P.
What does that mean?
Piano.
Yes, that's right. What does that mean?
It means it's supposed to be kind of quiet.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Mind you, quiet doesn't necessarily mean volume. It's an atmosphere or an impression that you create. Now, if you start, so if I were to speak to you in this way, so listen to me, right? I'm not really yelling per se, decibel wise, but that doesn't sound very nice, does it? Right?
No.
So, yeah, that's right. Thanks. When you start this, we're going up. We have a long way to go up. If you start with a bang, which you didn't as much, but you had the tendency. So we have nowhere to go. So the whole first few bars sounded a bit loud. So let's fix that. Can you think going up rather than playing da 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 da? So da 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 da. Try. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So I hear that. Can you go da 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 da? Try to so instead of doing da 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 da, I mean thumb is a very strong finger. So be careful because no matter what you do, thumb will be clunky. So be careful. Go this way a little bit. Da 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 da. Use your wrist just a little bit gently. Try. That's better. That's better. Can you try both hands, please? That's much better. That's much better. Now play the first 4 bars and shape it accordingly, please. Good, you forgot the octave sign. Can you do it again, please? Interesting. On bar 3, what does it say? It says 8 and a line, right? You played it well when you're playing. It means you have to go up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, do it. That's okay, you'll get it at one point. The left hand now. Do you dance?
No.
I'm not going to ask you to dance in front of us, so no. But do you actually not dance?
Well, I do musical theater.
Oh, okay. Good. So you must be a better dancer than I am. The way I dance, it's rather deplorable in that I clunk, clunk, clunk and break everything. You must be better. But you don't play like the better dancer you are. So it's, you see, 3 notes in the left hand per bar, they're not the same. This is like a down step, and then this is like up, up. So can you watch me? So can you go down, up, up? So up, as if you dance. That's so much better. Can you actually think up, up? Pluck them out. Pluck them out. It's the da da da. Can you think piano, pianissimo? One other thing you can do, you're thinking down, down. You can think in, in. So down, in, in, in. So don't go 90 degrees down. Think in, in. Down, in. Try. That's getting better and better. Let's put all of that together. That's good. That's good. Let's keep going. Can you? Is there any way you forgot to go up? So, right? Can you do that? Can you start the piece and at bar 3, can you go up an octave? I see. Keep going. I see. All right. I think we're looking at two different editions. My apologies. Can you think in 4 bars? And think it as 1 unit, right? And then they're all 1 unit, right? So 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, and 4 bars. So 4 units of 4 bars, right?
Yeah.
Think that, and don't stop in between the 4 bar units. Can you try that, please? Whoa! Don't start so violently. Don't start so violently. Da-da-da-da-dun. Very good. One last thing. I don't think you should hold the last note that long. So, poof. You're done. Right? Yeah, try the last beat. Try the last 2 bars, please. That's much better. That's much better. That's much more attractive. Elegant, right? Very good. You play really well at such a young age, and it's amazing. So very good. Keep it going, eh? Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Brilliant
Thank you, Jessica.
playing, Jessica. So impressive. Great. And we love the flower. Very festive. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Younggun, for just the wonderful input. We'll keep working away on that. Great. So our next performer is going to be Erica Yo, and she will be performing with Sweet Lavender by McDowell. So Erica, your turn. You sound gorgeous.
Sounds good. Don't worry. So far it sounds good. Would you like to finish the piece using the music, or are you good?
You can get your book out, Erica. No worries.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sorry. No worries. Great.
Thank you. Very nice. And I wouldn't worry about that little slip. We all do it. We're humans. And you went on, so that's good. Very good. I see a lot of very good qualities in your playing. You obviously have the right kind of sentiment, and you know your way about around the keyboard so that you can manage this. This is it's not an easy piece, is it? It's rather dense, and the harmonic language is, well, I don't want to say weird, but it's a bit complicated, isn't it? Right? So, in order for us to really understand what's going on here musically, you got all the notes and all the harmonies right. What's missing is the sense of line and the longer or wider scope of phrasing. So let's look at the first few bars. If you think about it, and then right, so far that's one unit, isn't it? It's a bit of an unusual phrase length because it's 6 bars. One can argue that it goes on, but for now, let us use the first 6 bars as one unit of phrase. Forget each individual note. I want you to go and respect the shape rather than poke, poke, poke each note. Is there any way you can try this? Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Do I just play right hand alone?
It's up to you. You can play both hands if you feel comfortable with it. That's much better. That's much better. Now I hear still 6 very clearly defined bars. What if we just forgot about bar lines? So this is what? 12/4, not 2/4, 6 things of 2/4. So 12/4. Uh, if you think about it, we have no reason to accent the beginning of each bar, do we? Right? So forget the bar lines. Think long 6 bars. One, one, one more time, please. Right. I think I can help you with this. So within these 2 or 4 beats, there's a center of gravity that your phrasing should be drawn into. We cannot think da, 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 da. We have to think of one place. Maybe here. So that's going to be this black hole, and all the other notes will be drawn to that. And then as you get farther from it, then you're free from the gravity of that star. Same thing here. So I'm asking you to push and pull the tempo a little bit more than you do. Does that make sense? Yes, please. Gorgeous, keep going. Keep going, keep going. This is good. All right, let's look at how this is constructed. So the left hand starts, and then the right hand takes over. And then they sing together. And then we repeat that. So we have 2 conclusions. But dee da dun, dee da dun dun, dee da dun dun. So start at level 5, level 10, and when they're together, level 20. And then they lived happily ever after. Right? So tell us a story that way.
Do I start from measure 7 or from the beginning?
Pick up to measure 7, please. Yes. Very good, very good. Can this be in one motion? Not as if you're going down a hill or something on a wheel. The reason why it doesn't sound like one motion is because you're accenting this. So Ti-ra-ra-ra-na-ti-da-da-da. One more time, please. Good. I'm going to be very picky here because you play very well already, and if I don't become picky, there's no point in doing this. I liked your bar 7. Your bar 8, not as much, because what happens here? Because of this chord, you're landing on it. Don't. So be careful with this chord, because then we land here, don't we? And then I don't know if you're tuning in earlier. My description of crescendo is you're probably too loud. My description of diminuendo is you're probably too soft. So always start a diminuendo a bit louder, okay? So beginning of bar 10, don't be too soft, okay? So there are 2 things to remember, right? Don't accent this, and don't play this that soft. Can you do that, please? Same place. you accented the chord. Be very careful. Be very careful. If you're not careful, this sounds accented. Can you tell the difference? Not. Good. The bar 10 was good. I think it's something you can explore in the future. At the end of each phrase or something like that, you gotta be super careful, otherwise it sounds accented. Something to remember, okay? Well done. Let's move on. The sad part. I think you can do yourself a lot of service by really feeling this going. So instead of you're counting in 4. Can you count in 2? So 2, 1, 2. So the accent here is on the second beat, first and second beat, that are not being played. Does it make sense? Dun, dun, da, da. 1, 2, not 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you try that, please? Good. I have an idea. That's much better. Can you push forward here for the 2 bar? And then regroup here, take a breath, and then again. So basically, each 2 bars push towards the beginning of the second bar. And then at the end of the second bar, pull back a little bit. Can you try that? Keep going, that's good. Keep going, that's good, that way. I think we can do a little more with the voicing here. What do you want to hear? This? Or which one?
The second one?
I think so. So we gotta think layers, right? So if you play everything the same way, we don't hear the important stuff. So why don't you be careful with, as well as you see what I mean? More melody and much less of everything else. Try. So you do know how to do it. Do it the first time. That was beautiful. Let's keep going. Let's keep going that way. Never forget that voicing, eh? Good. Let's plan this better. Da dee ra ra ran dee ra ra dee ran dum. That's one sentence, isn't it? So don't break up the sentences, okay? Like that. Such one coherent line. Don't stop. Dee ra ra ran dee ra ran dee ra ran. Right? One more time, please. That please. That was nice. That was really nice. Do you hear the difference?
Mhm.
I hope you do because I do. Now, tiran, tiran, taran, 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 taran. This really doesn't make any sense if you're not careful. So here, the melody stays the same. But what happens? A different harmony. So tiran, tiran, they have to be different, yeah? Also, when you do until you have to do a ritardando, don't do a ritardando. Does that make sense? So two things. Do two different things there. Once you do, if you do this straight, second one should be a bit hesitant, or vice versa. Then when you get to here, don't slow down. Push forward until you're not supposed to. Does that make sense? Let's do this. First of all, you have to do the ritardando, but I think as you become a little more familiar with this piece, especially this part, I think that problem will solve itself. So I'm not too concerned about it. Just remember what I told you, eh? One last thing. Um, so can you reach a tenth?
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about that. What I wanted to say was you should not start with an accent there. Don't do that. Ti ran should be the loudest. Can you try that? You see what I mean? That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. You got it. Clear?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Good playing, and nice to hear you. Eh?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bravo, Erica. Wow, gorgeous performance. Wonderful. And thanks so much for all the insight to Dr. Kim. That very, very, very insightful and just very complicated piece you're able to shed a lot of light on. Okay, so without further ado, let's have Phyllis giving us some Bach after a wonderful modern music.
There we go.
Wonderful. I'll just give those the floor.
Okay.
When you're
All
ready.
right, whenever you're ready.
Nice. Thank you. It sounds good, and this invention is deceptively difficult, really. And actually, I wouldn't say deceptively. It's just so obviously difficult. You managed this very well. How do you feel?
Good. I know I tripped up a few places, but was happy to keep going and not panic.
Yeah. I think you did a really decent job. Now, how long have you had this for?
Um, it's getting close to a year, I think. Memorized for about.
I see. That's why. There really are great qualities in your playing, and I can see that you worked well. There are a couple of things I can suggest. Even one additional approach on top of what you already do. I see a lot of downward motion when you do. I think first of all we can probably make a coherent phrase out of it, right? The only difference is we detach them. And I think we can be mindful of the fact that it starts on the weak beat. Don't you think? Da 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 da. It only gets to the climax in the second bar, right? So, technically speaking, I can perhaps suggest do the right hand alone for 2 bars legato. Very good. Remember that choreography. All you do differently is that you're going to detach them with the finger movement, not the arm movement. So it's more like that, rather than so as if you're cleaning the keys like that. It's a slight. Yeah, operate at this level, please. Maybe not at that tempo. I liked your tempo actually. I was just demonstrating. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do it again, please. That was good. A little slower. Yeah. Also, I think I'm a stiff person, so relax, relax, relax. That really didn't work on me. What did work on me was when I thought about how to put my wrist and my muscles at use. So what the wrist does here is basically a reaction, action reaction. So there's going to be a lot of impulse happening here, and the wrist has to be a shock absorber in a way. So if you lock the wrist, it's not going to be good. So let the wrist react to what your finger is doing. Can you try? Good. Your elbow as well. Don't move your elbow actively, but if it wants to move in a certain way, let it, please. That's better. That's better. Now, try this both hands, and I want you to think about this one aspect. I could almost tell that you're thinking in three, which is not a bad thing, but it was from the movement of your neck and up. So, is there any way you can keep your torso controlled and internalize that pulse? Interesting, right? Good. I teach this to my students as well. When you smile, interesting things happen. Just relaxes your neck muscles and shoulder down, upper arm. When you smile, it tends to free things up. So I don't want you to like laugh out loud or something like that, but Just yeah, just like that, just like that. So gentle smile, maybe. Yeah. Keep going, please. I like it, and how are you synchronizing that? The two hands. How are you synchronizing that? Are you thinking about it?
Um, in terms of the counting, like, or the pulsing.
Pulsing. So how are you coordinating the two hands? They have to play together, right? Yeah. So I'm interested in.
Oh, yeah. So thinking about the. Oops. Now I need to. I need to find. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's find one here.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Let me add to that. You can think. Um. Do you have to accent each beat that much?
No.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. It's more of a very very present accent. I'm not really sure that's needed really.
Okay.
So let it flow. Let it flow. Just play together, but don't accent everything.
Okay.
Yeah. That's much better. Can you accent even less?
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Good. The first bar was very good. The second bar, I think you kind of forget the pulse. Really, I find that a good device is the last two notes of this group. If you get that under control, you will never rush. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Always remember the plucking quality of the harpsichord. Have you played harpsichord before?
Like which? Sorry.
Have you played a harpsichord before?
No. No.
See, the sensation is really quite different. You actually really feel the resistance of that needle that will pluck the string, right? So the harpsichords don't go, they go really. You see what I mean? So imagine that resistance for each of the notes. Try once more the same place, please. Isn't that already better? Isn't that already better? Do two bars, do it again, now without hiccuping.
Oops.
Look at you. See? After the oops, you were just smiling, and then it's just ran through it just like nothing. You see what I mean? Yeah, right? Yeah, and then your torso was really well controlled. You're not doing this and stuff like that. Sometimes it helps, but not here because the music is a little more flowing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to the first bar,
Okay.
and I just want you to play through first few bars until I stop you. You look very serious.
Okay.
You look
Okay.
very serious. Look, listen. What is the character of this piece? Like, yeah, give me a few adjectives, you know?
Well, a conversation, dialogue back and forth, and then it gets into a conflict almost
Right.
as you reach the middle.
But do they start with the fighting?
No, that was.
I think they're pretty happy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, right. I like that. Start again, please, and have fun. It's fine. I'm glad you stopped where you stopped, because how much theory do you have in your training?
Um, grade 2, but quite a number of years ago.
I see. So
Yeah.
all I'm after is, you know what a cadence is, obviously,
Yes.
right? When that happens, I want you to acknowledge it. So, it's like dun dun dun. It's like a courtesy, little courtesy, right? So can you try a few bars before that?
Okay.
Right. Except now you're gonna have to go on. Never mind. Never mind. That's the idea. That's the idea. See, I find that we pianists, as a species, we rush. It's a thing. There's no exception. Okay? Where do we rush? Two places. One, when things get difficult. Two, when cadences occur. I don't know what it is. No matter how skilled you are, if you're not careful, you're going to rush the cadence. So my theory is, cadences, when they're not properly placed, when you play it in tempo, it sounds rushed. That's my theory. So just remember that as you tackle other Bach pieces, there are number of cadences in the home key, dominant, or some weird key. Acknowledge all of them. So that's just 2 cents about Bach playing, or any other piano playing in general, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now some petty details. How did you decide on the articulation of the 8 notes? No doubt in the beginning you should detach them, no doubt. But otherwise, these things, there's no one correct answer. I liked what you did, but how did you come across it?
Well, we talked a lot about being like a bass or cello. So the string.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So are you saying that you're connecting this, or are you saying that you're detaching them?
Detaching them.
Okay. Right. You aren't always detaching them.
Okay.
So some things were detached, some things were connected. I actually don't mind either way. But when you're so what struck me was at bar 21, when you do fine. If you did that, then you're obliged to do the same thing when the 2 hands reverse rolls. Does that make sense? Can you do
Yeah.
that?
So consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's okay to have some inconsistency according to where your musical ideas take you. But when things are so clearly repeated just in different instruments, then you have to properly imitate it. Does it make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Absolutely.
Yeah, can you please try that? So this was bar 21 and on. See, you're not detaching all of them.
No. Okay.
If you decided to detach them, detach them. Yeah, that's it. Look, there's no hard and fast rules about articulation. Well, there are a few, but I did my share of research. It's a mess. dissertations, publications, articles, it's a mess. We have a few consensuses. When we're dealing with perfect fourths, perfect fifths, and stuff like that, things tend to be detached. But it always comes as, however, in these cases, and on. You see what I mean? Do what you want, but I really want you to be very conscious of the choices that you make. Okay, because your fingers are good. Yeah. Do you have any question?
No, this has just been so enjoyable.
I'm saying the feeling's mutual. So thank you very much for playing. You sound great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank you, Phyllis.
thank you, Phyllis. Bravo.
Bravo.
Very nicely done.
Bravo.
Okay, so next we have Serena. She's going to play Beethoven's C major sonata, opus 2, number 3, the first movement. Are you in, Serena? There we go.
Excellent. Nice to meet
All right,
you.
take it away.
Wait, would you like to play through the entire first movement, or would you be okay with me stopping you after a certain point? That's it's your choice.
That's fine. You can stop at a certain point.
Okay. Most likely I'll be probably stopping you at the beginning of the recap. Is it okay? Okay. Whenever you're ready. Thank you. I'm awfully sorry to stop you there, but thank you. I really enjoyed it. You can play. So, very good. How long did you work on this for?
I've been working on this since September or October.
Oh, I see. Well, good for you then. That's not a lot of time. Look, you have all the device, all the equipment to be able to deal with this piece. And this is not a joke. This is a difficult sonata, really. Young Beethoven was eager to prove himself. And as a result, we suffer, right? First things first, some housekeeping items. You need to, what edition are you reading from?
No, I'm not sure. I think it might be the Henley.
Henley's a good edition. Be aware of the differences between the quarter notes that have dots or strokes and those which don't. For example, this one doesn't have a dot, so don't play. Okay? So distinguish all of this. And also later on in the at the trill part, that doesn't have dots, and that's consistent. So don't play. I mean, a little bit of gap is fine, but don't make it a staccatissimo. Does it make sense? Yeah. So that's one general comment. The other thing, I think you can respect the polyphony a little more in bar 9 and on. So it sounds as if you're doing. Yeah, so actually, can you try that? Just don't accent the D. I still hear the D. I still hear the D very clearly. Be careful, and because play this out a little louder. Yes. That's better. No, that's not. That's good. It's getting better and better. Now you're listening. That I'm happy with that for now. And then the rest of it you can practice. Because you have fingers, and if you put your mind to it, your fingers will obey. So consider yourself lucky. Another general comment. I have about 3 more general comments. So one of them is the legato. Shall we try this bar 47? And then by legato, can you literally overlap a lot between the 2 or 3 notes? Not? Can you try? That's so much better. That's so much better. Can you overlap even more? It's to the degree that you probably consider it crazily extreme. Just overlap everything. Try. Very good. There's one more aspect to that phrasing. Legato doesn't sound like legato no matter how you overlap it. if we don't phrase it properly. So let's look at this. We start down. Obviously this peaks here. And then what does the left hand do? Left hand peaks here, whereas the right hand is already back down. So peak, 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 peak. Right? So can you respect those things? That's so nice. That's really nice. In general, by the way, I'm observing you. I wanna fix the way you play, but I see an awful lot of this. Something to think about for the health of your neck and shoulder and back and whatnot. You may be sitting too high. You may be hunching down too much. I don't think I'm in a position to actually correct you, but I want you to think about that. Okay? Especially when if you're suffering from some shoulder stiffness or something like that, okay? Anyway, so the second last point that I would like to make is the articulation and how faithful you are, which I really appreciate, but it's as if you went too far, and I'm talking about mostly in the beginning, in the opening bars. So when you do, I like the fact that you respect it, but it's too much. It's really too much. Remember, unless there's a clear-cut harmonic cadence one, like that, which is a comma or semicolon or period or whatever it is, this break in articulation, it's like another syllable within a word. So yes, you will break it, but you're not going to give a whole pause. Does that make sense? Can you do those 2 bars, please? Yeah. And that's enough. That's enough. I hear you did it by accenting gently the beginning of the bar, and I'm fine with it. For those articulations to work, by the way, those notes that are not articulated should be really over-exaggeratedly legato. So when you see a legato, think overlapping like crazy. Let us use this as... So I want that to sound as if you're pedaling it, even without the pedal. Can you try that? Can you keep the bass longer? Good. The right hand can be much more legato. Even this turn, that can be a lyrical turn. Not. You know what I mean? That's better. Good. Now let's phrase it. Yes. Good. That's already much better. If you can think overlapping much more, you'll find that it's actually practically easier to play as well. Okay? Now, the biggest comment that I can make, what does brio mean? I can't really hear you. Can you speak up, please?
Brio means with vivaciousness and energy.
I like that. Or like vigor, right? Can we play with vigor or energy? I don't know why. You play well, but you're playing as if you're scared. Scared of what? Can you just play with vigor? Without me saying anything else, let's try how you react to this. Start from the beginning, please. With vigor, con brio. Okay, good. I think you're a very polite and polished person. Unfortunately, Beethoven wasn't. He might have been very polished in terms of music theory, but all the records indicate that he was, in fact, a very rude, sometimes coarse person. And when he was young, apparently he was kind of, right? And this is the first set of piano sonatas that he published. He's rude. He's not polite. So even here, or, I mean, who writes that? Mozart would have been but he doesn't write that. Right? So bang the heck out of the chords. Fortissimo, just have fun. Don't worry about sound quality, nothing. Just go for it. Can you go from somewhere around somewhere around along the second line or something like that. Don't worry too much about polishing stuff. Sit up and playing, please. Be big. Keep going. Head back. Go up, go forward. Show off your fingers. Go forward. Show off your fingers, your tunes are amazing. Now be sad. But sad in a hurry. In two. Count in two. Keep going, this is great, keep going. Don't stop. And then we run now. Sforzando. And another sforzando. We are angry. Go. And then be kind. Be nice and embracing. But keep the pulse going. Yeah, full of love. And then full of dreams, full of expectations, optimism. And then we show off again. Boiling blood. Yeah, sit back a little bit. Be big. Don't hunch down. Don't hunch forward. Symphonic, orchestral. And then be arrogant now, like an emperor. And then don't lose tempo. Don't lose tempo. Remember how you started. Show off, show off. That's so much better. Look, you were doing a wonderful job of respecting all the details. Problem was you're stopping so much that it kind of sounded like the Beethoven's pleading almost. And this is not about that. This is more of a young person going to a big city and taking everybody by the storm, you know? And that's exactly what he did actually. So we have to play as such. Earlier two sonatas in Opus 2 are not like that. F minor and A major, they have very distinct and different character from this C major sonata, but this is grand and energetic, okay? You have everything, you have all the ingredients, and if you cook it properly, this can be so much better than it already is. Does that make sense? Very good, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Bravo. So impressive.
Congratulations, Serena, good job.
Yeah.
All right, so participants, please turn off your cameras and your microphones, and we'll just have a little faculty meeting.
Faculty meeting.
Melody and Matthew, thank you very much for suggesting Dr. Kim for our class. I feel so lucky that I'm just sitting here learning every weekend something new. Just very exciting.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, but thank you for organizing all this and making all this happen. And thank you for your time, Younggun.
Yeah, we can't imagine
thank
how
you
many
for-
hours took
Yeah.
to put this together. And thank you, Younggun. We know you're so
Yeah.
busy. You're very, very popular. So we really
Oh no,
appreciate
it was absolutely a pleasure. Thank you very much.
I want to say a couple of closing remarks. So I'm not sure if I told students yet. I'm making some certificates. I have some in the envelope that I will be awarding each one for the participation. I think it's very nice to have to remember that you've attended a class and you've been taught by a faculty from University of Toronto. It's quite an honor for our students. So we'll have a certificate and certificates of appreciation for both Matthew, Melody, and of course our master teacher today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I want to say a few words that we have. This is our fourth masterclass. So we have another one in 2 weeks, and then I have another one. So please stay tuned, everybody. It's usually on Sundays, and I want to run a trailer to share screen to just introduce the next masterclass. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Melody, Matthew, Younggun, our students, brave students. Okay, thank you. Take care.
Oh,
Yeah.
very well done, everybody.
Well done. Well done,
Thank you
everybody.
everyone. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.